What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing a Kyle Lowry New Orleans Pelicans rebuild. There was a rumor / report that the Pelicans are going to be very interested in getting Kyle Lowry this offseason, which is obviously going to be a very good veteran point guard for a team that's going to be looking to contend. And I would tell you the Pelicans are probably just looking to make the playoffs at this point. They probably wanted to make it last year. Very disappointing season. They fired Stan Van Gundy. They got Willie Green, and if they were able to get Kyle Lowry, maybe that could help them get into the postseason, which would probably mean that Lonzo Ball isn't a top priority for this team. They probably view Lonzo Ball as someone who's going to get paid this offseason, and they're probably not going to match it. So today, when I tell you, when we got Kyle Lowry, this team just started going off. As we all know, the Pelicans are just overrated as hell in 2K, and yeah, it definitely was that result today. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 19,000 subs. Not even sure where we're at right now. I took a little mini 2-day vacation these last 2 days, so I wasn't looking at my phone a whole lot, but I still made sure I had videos pre-recorded for you guys to watch. As you guys know, I didn't miss an upload, but thank you guys. Go ahead though and enjoy this Kyle Lowry Orleans Pelicans rebuild. Orleans Pelicans are probably going to be very, very aggressive this offseason. They wanted to make the playoffs last year. They ended up missing it, so this year they're going to be very, very aggressive this offseason. Following the season after that, they're going to want to be in the postseason. So there has been a rumor that they are interested in a veteran guy like Kyle Lowry. So Kyle Lowry becomes their point guard, which would probably mean Lonzo Ball may not be back. And Kyle Lowry obviously would be that veteran presence that the Pelicans feel like they need next to Zion and Brandon Ingram. And I feel like that could be interesting, at least to get this team into the postseason. That's really what they want. I think it'd be a lot of fun to see Kyle Lowry in New Orleans. So there's a lot of ways we had this go down real quick. So I do kind of want to break it down how he got to New Orleans here, because the Pelicans don't have straight up cap space. So basically what I had to do is the Bulls got Lonzo Ball, by the way. I made sure the Bulls got Lonzo Ball just because that's been the heavy rumor out there. So Lonzo Ball went to Chicago. We decided not to match the contract because we were interested in Kyle Lowry. So what it was, I had to trade Alfred Camino to the Suns in order to free up cap space for the Bulls to get Lonzo Ball, because they signed Lauren Marketing back, but that's besides the point. So basically I did a sign and trade with the Toronto Raptors where they got a young center in Jackson Hayes, and they also took on Eric Bledsoe's contract for a year. So that is what we decided to do. The Raptors get a young center. Yes, they have to take on Eric Bledsoe, but he won't be there for that long, and they obviously get something for Kyle Lowry rather than just watch him walk for nothing. So we did have to give a young center because, like I said, we didn't have cap space. So we gave up a center, and we got Kyle Lowry. So that is how we did it. So, and we also got rid of Eric Bledsoe, which was nice. So now when we look at the rosters, you have Kyle Lowry obviously at the point guard next, backing up like Kyle Lewis Jr. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker. We also took Moses Moody in the draft because that's where I saw a lot of mock drafts say. So Moses Moody was the shooting guard we took. And we have Brandon Ingram, obviously, Zion Williamson, and then Steven Adams right now is our center, which I still don't really want Steven Adams to be our center, to be honest with you. You guys already know I always like to go for Miles Turner just because Miles Turner just seems like a really good fit next to Zion if you're going to have a center play next to him. But I don't know, man. We'll see if I can find a different option, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. So we do have some cap space to sign another backup, which would definitely be ideal here. So we could sign Boogie Cousins, bring him back to New Orleans. There's Blake Griffin, JaVale McGee, there's Kim Birch, Isaiah Hartenstein. I mean, any center that could shoot would probably be ideal next to our, obviously, Zion Williamson. So that is going to be our goal, to get a center this off, or not this offseason, but just maybe for the future, get someone who can shoot next to Zion. But for now, we do need some backups at the wing spot. So let's go ahead and see what our options can be. So I see Tim Hardaway, I see Torrey Craig, I see Alec Burks, I see Josh Hart. So Josh Hart could be a guy we just bring back. And then we also need a backup power forward. So power forward, Paul Millsap, Kelly Olynyk, Rudy Gay, Otto Porter, Doug McDermott. I mean, honestly, we might just grab backup center instead. So Whiteside, Enes Kanter, Noah Sewell, DeMarcus Cousins. Honestly, DeMarcus Cousins would be honestly not the worst fit in the world next to Zion, just because obviously he can at least shoot threes. So we could try this for the year. I don't know if he'll start, but I mean, at times he'll come off the bench for us. So let's sign DeMarcus Cousins, bring him back to New Orleans, and I still want Josh Hart to come back to be my backup small forward. So I think that's what we're gonna do for this offseason. So let's go ahead and make sure we get Josh Hart back. Honestly, I probably could have just signed him, but whatever. So he gets his qualifying offer. You have Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Lowry, Steven Adams, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Cousins, Kyle Lewis Jr., Moses Moody, Josh Hart, and then obviously we have some second rounders down here. But eventually we do want to make a big trade to get a center who could obviously shoot, because DeMarcus Cousins will be that, that guy we can use for now. But I don't always want it to be like that. Obviously, like I said, Getting Miles Turner would usually be my solution to that, but I just feel like I do it every time I do a Pelicans rebuild. So I don't know, man. I don't want to tire you guys out with always getting Miles Turner every time I do a Pelicans rebuild. So I'm going to try to do something different today, I guess. So the Alexander Walker, we can throw some untapped potential too. And we'll throw our other one probably at Moses Moody. So why not? So boom, just like that, power ranking lands is number 23. So obviously, we did this move for Kyle Lowry because we want to make the playoffs. So hopefully that is the result of this. Usually the Pelicans are overpowered as hell in 2K. So I kind of expect him to make the playoffs here. I think, honestly, like, I like Steven Adams, but I think I am going to start DeMarcus Cousins just because, like I said, and Willie Green is our new head coach. But Cousins is just somebody who I feel like would fit a lot better in the starting lineup. So we'll go ahead and have, like, Cousins play, like, 31 minutes next to Zion just because, like I said, he could actually shoot. So that's going to be ideal. And then proficiency-wise, we have 3.5 at balance, and then we'll just go ahead and leave it at a balanced system. So can we make the playoffs this first year is the question. Looking at shot tendencies real quick, so we have Zion 92, Brandon Ingram 91, Kyle Lowry 64, Steven Adams 49, Nickel 74, Cousins 83. So yeah, I'm pretty cool with everything I see across the board. So let's go ahead and submit to the end of the season, and let's see how this Pelicans roster does, and hopefully I would make the playoffs. Honestly, if we stop at the trade deadline, it's probably going to be to make some big move, but if I don't, I'll probably just wait till the offseason and make this big move. I do have someone in mind that I kind of want to get today, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. We'll see. We'll see what we can make happen. As we know, the Pelicans are very overrated in 2K as we just went to the first seed and Zion Williamson is your MVP. So yeah, we just had a great year to start things off. I don't know if this will happen for the Pelicans in real life. Obviously, I think with Kyle Lowry coming to this team, they could probably be a playoff team, probably be interested in the West, but not this. And they're not going to go 68-14 and do this. So Zion Williamson is your MVP. Jalen Suggs wins Rookie of the Year on the Raptors. Absolutely went off for them. Nice. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6-man on the Blazers. Okay. Blazers could pull out Spencer Dinwiddie as a 6-man. I would not complain about that. Goga Badate, Willie Green, Coach of the Year. We went 67-15. Not 68, sorry. But 67 is just something obviously I don't see. But I'm not surprised because as we know, every time we do, rebuilds here, the Pelicans are just very, very overrated in the game. But hey, it is what it is. So 67-15. We are the first seed in the West going against the Houston Rockets. 29 points from Zion Williamson, 22 from Brandon Ingram. We had 13 from Kyle Lowry and 13 from Cousins, 13 from Nickel Alexander Walker. So obviously, DeMarcus Cousins was kind of the guy we were looking for to make some threes. He didn't make a ton. He shot 27%. So probably not the the solution there, but at least he would attempt them, I guess. Zion Williamson obviously getting 0%, although I think he will take some. Moses Moody off the bench scored 10.5 at 49%. Very nice clip there. And then Kara Lewis. So obviously we have a lot of talented players. And then Steven Adams contract is going to be useful this offseason because it is an expiring contract. So what can the Houston Rockets do? So we have John Wall, Kevin Porter Jr., Kelly Oubre, Kenyon Martin, Evan Mobley, Christian Wood. All right, let's go ahead and see somebody current round against the Houston Rockets, and we beat them in 5. So now we get to play the Memphis Grizzlies. We have John Morant, Evan Fournier, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson, Jonas Valanciunas, Brandon Clark, and Kyle Anderson. The Minnesota Timberwolves got eliminated in the first round by the Memphis Grizzlies, similar to current round, and we beat them in 5. And now we're going up against the Los Angeles Lakers, which sometimes can be tough. They have Cameron Payne, Drummond, Cam Thomas. Game 1, we're up 1-0. Game 2, we're up 2-0. Game 3, we're up 3-0, and we sweep them. Oh my goodness. Okay. Game 1, we're up 1-0. Game 2, Game 3, and Game 4. Dude, this is just, it's wild how crazy good the Pelicans are in 2K. It's just the way it works, man. Like, and I deserve this. I don't care, because the last, I think, 4 to 5 videos, 3 to 4 videos, I have not won a championship. So I deserve this. Zion Williamson, your Finals MVP. I think the last championship I won was in the Lonzo Ball Bulls rebuild. I uploaded 3 videos this weekend, and I did not win a single championship. I got screwed over every freaking round. It was crazy. But, hey, we won one in our very first year. Surprise, surprise, right? The Pelicans, you already knew that was going to happen. So Kyle Lowry comes to the Pelicans, helps him win a championship. He can retire in peace now, right? Hopefully he didn't, because I actually want to run at least one more year here, because we just won a championship. So, staff signing Willie Green. Obviously, in real life, I don't know if the grass would be greener. Like, it is cool that we won, but in real life, is that happening? Let me know what you guys think. I do not think that, obviously, but, maybe you think it is. Okay, so let's sign a new head scout, and let's go to the draft. So, on draft night, we do have 25 and number 30. We have 5, 10, and 30. Okay, so we have Steven Adams' big contract here. We have picks. We have young pieces. This is where I kind of want to make a big move for a center. And you guys, I kind of had a certain center in mind, obviously, who's been in a certain area for so long, and the team hasn't always done that great, and that would be Karl Anthony Towns. So if I can find a way to pull Cat from the Timberwolves, they just got eliminated in the first round. They went under 500. So usually that wouldn't even get you into the postseason. So I don't know, man. Would they be willing to throw me Karl-Anthony Towns? Usually it is pretty easy to get him in 2K. Unfortunately, I feel like he'd probably be, probably a little bit more cost heavy in real life. But I just feel like, or Porzingis would be fun too next to Zion, just because that would be ideal fit as well. So Porzingis or Karl-Anthony Towns are two guys I'm kind of looking at here. Guys that can shoot threes other than just Miles Turner, obviously. So although I think I'm going to go for the big punch in Karl-Anthony Towns from the Timberwolves. So I'm going to go ahead and offer, obviously, the expiring of Steven Adams. But I'm going to have to give up a lot. Karl-Anthony Towns is not going to cost, one first-round pick or anything. So Steven Adams for Karl-Anthony Towns. Obviously, they're not going to do this straight up. But if I threw 25, 30... okay, actually, they're probably not going to want both of those. So let's say I threw 2024 as well. And then we could throw 2025, my pick. And then obviously they want some young pieces in here as well. So let's say we threw in okay, so so those guys are all expiring. We have DeMarcus Cousins under contract, which they probably wouldn't be that interested in. So literally the only guy we have under contract right now is Moses Moody. So not sure I really want to trade him away. So who else? I mean, I would have traded Kira Lewis Jr., probably Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I probably would have traded. Okay. Let's say, would they do it for this? I feel like they probably will, and they should not, but they don't agree just yet. And I'll also give you this. Yeah, they agreed to my offer. So I send them a hell of first round picks, but I'm not done with that trade just because, usually when you get a superstar like Karl-Anthony Towns or just anyone in general, you're also going to be sending over more than just, you're going to be sending over some young players, obviously. So I'm going to add to that trade just because, like I said, obviously, that's just not going to cut it to just get Karl-Anthony Towns. So I'm also going to go ahead and throw them. Let's throw them. Let's give them Kira Lewis Jr. and let's maybe one of our second rounders. Like, I don't know. We can throw them like 3 young players or something. I don't know, man. Just because, obviously that's just not going to be how it is. Like, obviously Karl-Anthony Towns is going to cost a lot more than that. So all that was for the cat trade. So we're just going to do that. We're going to send that and make that trade fair. So we got Karl-Anthony Towns to become our new center. So we have Kyle Lowry, Devin Askew, Will Richardson, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Moses Moody. Obviously, the only way a Karl-Anthony Towns trade would happen is if he was just super tired of Minnesota and wanted out of there. And then he comes to, obviously, the Pelicans and is a really good fit here. So that is what we see. So, obviously, backup point guard Devin Askew, Moses Moody. We have Josh Hart, who will resign. And then all we really need is a backup power forward or whatever it may be. So, Josh Hart, I'm going to go ahead and give a deal to. And then what kind of money do we have to, be throwing out? Jaden McDaniels is a free agent. Say less. He shouldn't be out here, but I'm going to throw him an offer anyway. So McDaniels, welcome to New Orleans, my friend. We needed a backup power forward, and you kind of just lined up with what I needed. So that is going to be our new power forward. And then centers that we can grab, we'll probably just leave Cousins there. So let's go to player progression now. And honestly, man, with Karl-Anthony Towns joining the force, I think we'll probably be pretty overpowered, I imagine. So Kyle Lowry going up 3, Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, Moses Moody as going up an overall. So he'll probably take over that starting shooting guard spot, I imagine. And then this team is about to be fire. This team's about to be super good, man. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. 2022 draft class and then training camps on top potential wise. Obviously, we're going to throw this at probably Moses Moody again. We'll throw this other one at... I guess Cat's already an A+. Brandon Ingram's not for some reason. And then we'll throw the other one at probably Nickeil Alexander-Walker, just because he's the other young guy. Kind of want to see progress more. So power ranking lands us number 18. So going into the year, the team isn't very high on us. But okay, so Kyle Lowry. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is still going to start, so that's fine. Kyle Lowry, Alexander-Walker, Brandon Ingram, Zion, Karl-Anthony Towns, Moses Moody is a 6-man, McDaniels, Josh Hart, and Boogie Cousins. So proficiency-wise, we're sitting at a 3.5. And then one last thing I want to look at is shots in the sea. So Zion's up there. Karl-Anthony Towns, obviously I want him taking some shots too. And then Moses Moody is an 85 off the bench. And then Kyle Lowry obviously isn't much of a scorer. He's more of a, he can be a scorer, don't get me wrong, but he's more of a, in this day and age, he's more of that guy, go make a play type player. Like he's going to dish out the rock. He's going to shoot some threes at times. He's going to draw fouls. He's going to take charge. You know what I mean? You know what Kyle Lowry does. So let's go ahead. So at the end of the season, and let's see if we can win another championship here with Karl-Anthony Towns joining the force. 18, what a shocker, right? So can we go ahead and win another one here? Make it 2 in a row. So we have 28 from Zion, 18 from Karl-Anthony Towns, 17 from Ingram, 17 from Moses Moody and 15 from Kyle Lowry. So a lot of scoring across the board. Obviously, no one was really that good other than Zion Williamson, who just went off apparently. 70% from the field. Damn. And then Carly Towns, obviously 41% on 8 attempts is exactly what you'd want next to a guy like Zion Williamson. So you have Darren Fox, Halliburton, Jalen Johnson, Bagley, Brandon Huntley, Hatfield. So this is a pretty, pretty young Kings team, but I imagine we should be able to beat them as we beat them 4 games. Now I get to play the Phoenix Suns, who have Hunter at the point guard rather than Chris Paul. But other than that, their starting 5 is kind of the same, and they also have Gary Trent Jr. off the bench, which is nice for them. So I'm going to current round against Phoenix, and we beat them in 4. And now I get to play the Lakers, who have DeLon Wright instead of Campaign. We beat this team last year pretty easily, and we beat them in 6 this year. And now I get to play Philadelphia 76ers, who have a pretty talented team with Chet Holmgren off the bench. So in current round, and we beat them in 5 games. So Finals MVP goes Carly Towns. I think obviously we go for the 3P here. I think that only makes the most sense just because I haven't even been recording that long. So Willie Green, even as my head coach at, with terrible ratings, is getting the job done. So let's go ahead and see what we get out of the draft. Devin Askew, again, I guess. I'm going to decline that actually. Player option, Moses Moody, McDaniels, Devin Askew, and then qualifying offer, Zion Williamson. Did I load the wrong draft class or something? Is that what's going on? I totally loaded the same draft class twice in a row, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh, well. It's fine. It's fine. Zion Williamson, obviously a free agent. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Honestly, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to pay him $29 million, but if he wants to come back on his qualifying offer, I'm more than down to sign him back, obviously. But let's just go ahead and see if he takes a qualifying offer, just because I'm not paying him $29 million. Boom and boom. All right, play regression. We're gonna run it back, basically, running it back next season. We won't do another season after this. I already loaded the wrong draft class as it is. I'm an idiot, but hey, it is what it is. So power ranking lands at number 18. Not that it affects the league, because this team is overpowered anyway. Moses Moody is now an 87 overall as well. So all right, well, let's go ahead and see what happens in these postseason. We're a 4-star at balance, similar to the start and final season, and let's go ahead and see if we can win another one. There goes to Chet Holmgren, and 6-man goes to Chet Holmgren on a totally different team. I messed up, but hey, it is what it is. It's fine. We've already won 2 championships, and now we get to play the Memphis Grizzlies again. So we have Ja Morant. So this team actually is pretty good. If we go look at the player stats real quick, 28, 21 from Cat, 18 from Moses Moody, 18 from Ingram, and 13 from Kyle Lowry. So I'm going to current round against Memphis Grizzlies, and we beat them in 5 games. Now we get to play the Sacramento Kings, and they have they're back with a really good team, still very young. So I'm going to current round against Sacramento, and we beat them in 5. Now playing the Houston Rockets, and if we make it back to the NBA Finals, this was probably the most... Nope, we actually lost. Okay, I was about to say, this is the most casual and easiest three-peat that I've ever had, but no, we lost in 7. And the Pacers of all teams going to win the championship. Nikola Jokic is their Finals MVP. So Nikola Jokic in the future ends up in Indiana. Wow, that is something you just never know. Springer on the overall. Man, oh man, look at this damn team. All right, guys. Well, we won 2 in a row. Almost got back to the NBA Finals for the 3rd time. But hey, it is what it is. I think I had a lot of fun with this video. Regardless, Kyle Lowry, 38 years old, is probably going to retire now. He won 2 championships. He's won 3 his whole career. So he'll be fine. But for now, guys, definitely leave a like if you enjoyed this one. This is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.